Save. And let's go to the newsroom, the DGN newsroom. Now in Discord today, I saw something interesting, and it was eye-opening. In the Star Citizen channel, if I look in here, SIG is being sued by Crytek. The very source code, the engine that Star Citizen uses, were used for its graphics till it switched to Lumberyard. They're being sued by Crytek. Now, this is what Nori had told me, and I'll show you the article after this. But Nori's pretty cool. He's up to date on giving me that inside scoop, man. I didn't even know this. Nori knew it before me, which is unusual. Because SIG signed a contract stating they would only use CryEngine for Star Citizen. Okay? SIG started making a second game, Squadron 42, and never acquired a license for it. SIG publicly showed confidential code in Bug Smashers. SIG were meant to provide Crytek with annual bug fixes for CryEngine. They did not. SIG should have had CryEngine and Crytek logos on the splash screen FC, and they removed them. And SIG shared confidential code with Faceware, the Faceware technology that they're using, so that when you have a camera on your face, that your character in the game actually does the facial movements. And this is what this is what Crytek's going against SIG with. And my God, what is going on here? You know what? Crytek, broke company. Yeah, you had Crysis. Great for you guys. You guys made Crysis. You guys made a shit ton off of Crysis. You thought you were going to be something else with Homefront. Didn't pan out the way that you wanted. So you are going after Star Citizen. You're going after them to get that extra cash because you're broke. You're broke as a joke. That's what I think. Crytek is shameful. That's shameful. Half of those alleged, half of those, the allegations that they're putting up against Star Citizen hold no merit. Because the software did not perform as stated in the contract. Star Citizen stated clearly in the contract that they needed certain things out of CryEngine that CryEngine couldn't do. And then, interestingly enough, CryEngine then sold their code, their source code, the very thing that makes them CryEngine. They sold it to Lumberyard. They sold it to Amazon, and it was Lumberyard. Yeah, exactly. It'll be undisclosed. They're going to make some cash. They'll make some quick cash off of this. It is exactly the final death throes of a dying company, Cromwell, and it is a very sickening thing, man. They're just literally suing to get those extra pennies, man. And that is a shame. That's a shame because it takes money away from the people that are supporting the game. It actually hurts us. It hurts the backers, and it will set them back. And people don't understand that about game design. This is actually going to set Star Citizen back quite a bit because they're going to get a settlement, and it will be fairly substantial. I'm telling you right now that they'll probably get north of 5 million to 5 million, 10 million. Easy mode. And it'll all be undisclosed and undercover, and maybe Star Citizen, maybe SIG will fight it. I hope that they do, but then you're talking about legal fees and you're talking about taking money away. So I thought that was really interesting. Now I'm going to go into the article here. Let's see. And this is on Kotaku, and I like this. I have my Twitter feed hooked up to Kotaku and Polygon and other so I can get my news. So I thought this is interesting because usually I'm up on this stuff. But Nori was like, boom, got the information. This is why I like our Discord. This is why I like our community, because people will put news, and pretty soon Drew's working with this bot, and it's an RSS bot, and it's going to start posting news feeds to the different types of channels so you guys can stay up to date on news. That's going to be really exciting. That's going to take a while, though. He's programming that now as we speak. That's why I love Jiru. SIG won't fight it because it will cost way more than the settlement. Yeah, possibly, Crom, yeah. And Crytek won't be able to afford to pay legal fees if it loses. Yeah, I mean, you're bringing up really good points, Crom. I don't know. It depends upon what the actual amount is. Like, if they're going after him hardcore, they might be going for, like, the home run. They might be. If they're going for the home run, then it's going to get legal. But being that, Crytek's on its death throes, it's possible. It's very possible that they'll settle for, like, a smaller amount, and even the smaller amount is gonna be like 5 or 10 million. I still think So here you got more information on this. This is on my Facebook page. If you guys go to the Games Facebook page, the article's here. You guys can see it here. Gives you a little bit more details. I thought it was really interesting. But I really thought it was interesting because the article mentions that Crytek actually sold its source code to Amazon, and that Amazon used it and turned it into Lumberyard. And then SIG did like an about face after it dropped the whole Crytek engine, and it went over to Lumberyard, which was like basically the same source code as Crytek's CryEngine, which I thought was like, what is going on? Because like, isn't that the same thing? I mean, but I think Amazon approved upon it with Lumberyard, and there we go. And now they're using Lumberyard. So this is kind of messy. You think it'll be less than 3 million? Yeah, you'll see a lot of ships go on sale, dude. You're so right, dude. You're so right. And then I saw another article in our Discord. This was really a fun day for me. Then I go into here. I might even make videos on these because like I'm kind of vocal. And this I'm really vocal about. This is a backer that spent $25,000 and he wants his money back. Okay. So hold on, let's see if we can find that. Oh, and back to the Crytek story. It says, we are aware of Crytek complaint having been filed in the U.S. District Court. SIG hasn't used the CryEngine for quite some time since we switched to Amazon's Lumberyard, which is essentially Crytek's engine, right? This is a meritless lawsuit that we will defend vigorously against, including recovering from Crytek, which is, you know, like Crytek sold their code directly to Amazon for 50 million, something of that nature. So they're making a buck on that end, and then they're coming back around on the other side and then suing SIG. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. That